Guys, it is time to review the Vapid Slamtruck, as I promised you guys I would do. I know I'm a little bit late on it, but what I say, better late than never. Vapid Slamtruck can be found in Southern San Andreas Super Autos. Should be the first vehicle on the list at the time of releasing this vehicle, and you can buy this vehicle for $1,310,000. This was released with the Cayo Perico Heist drip feed last week. Today is November. Woo, way behind. Today is January 28th, 2021. So this would have been released on the 21st of January 2021. Again, like I said, $1.31 million. We're going to look at the customization. We're going to look at whether or not this vehicle can be used for what it was made to be used for. I mean, obviously, by looking at it, it is a slammed tow truck with a classic look, probably an F3 or an F4. It does have a tow hook on it and a winch. So we'll cover in the video in just a minute to see if it can be used for that. The vehicle does lift up and lower down. You do not have to add this. It comes stock with it. In addition to be able to lift it and lower it, you're able to just lower the back or just lower the front. You are able to go side to side just like a lowrider. It does not bounce though. It does move much slower. So let's take a look at the customization of the vehicle.
What's wrong with her now?
This vehicle is in the utility class, so you will race it with things such as other tow trucks and such. It has the same armor upgrades as any other vehicle, as well as the brakes. We've got a few front bumper options here. Not a whole lot to choose from, but still nothing extremely bad either. I mean, each one is pretty different from the other. It's not like you've got a carbon, a primary, and a secondary of all the same one. Same engine tune upgrades as normal. You've got a couple exhaust options, so the stock exhaust is just out the side there on the one side. You have the stacked exhausts called tall exhaust, the angled exhaust, and the heat shield exhaust, which is what I went with because I like the heat shields on the exhaust there. You can add your explosives as normal. You got a few grill options here. Here's the stock grill. It gives a nice old 50s style look. You can add your color to it. There is a mesh grill, like a honeycomb type grill, I guess. Or you can get it with a secondary color on it. There's the bars with secondary color. There is the old billet grill, or you can get it with the secondary color in there as well. The spacer grill and the chrome tooth grill. For the hood options, there's not a whole lot. There's the stock hood, pretty smooth. You can add the trim to the middle of it, trim with the trim on the side, trim with the Vapid logo on the side, or the trim with the word Vapid on the side. Your horns are going to be the same as normal. Headlights, you do have the option for the xenon or the LED headlights. Neon kits are going to be the same as always. You have quite a few liveries you can choose from. Obviously you can go bare. You can add a black stripe, and this black stripe, as you can see, is only on the cab. There is a top half black with the Vapid Motor Company, and then there's Diego's Garage, white pinstriping, Glass Heroes Auto Repairs, Al's Auto, Estancia with stripes, Premier stripes, Stronzo, Auto Exotic stripes. Then you got your Bennies, which would be good, I think, with a different color other than the red. Los Santos Customs, E-Cola. You got some black flames, white flames, which is what I went with. Hustle Time, Total Ride Motors, Douche Gold, number 42. And that's all there is on the liveries. Still a decent amount of liveries. You got a couple mirror options. There's the stock mirrors here. You can add just the chrome vertical mirrors and take all the bracing away. You can make them round, or you can make them hang from the top. Your plate options are the same. All your colors are going to be the same. Your transmission, you've got the same upgrades. You can add turbo to it. And there's also sun visors over the top. There's a couple options here. And it's in a primary and a secondary color on each one. So, wheel options are the same. I liked the look of the lowrider wheels, so I could put the white wall tires on it. That's just me. And then, of course, your window tints. With it being a classic, I like going without the window tints. So let's go check out the performance of the vehicle itself, as well as what it can be actually used for. So already, if you can't tell, the turning sucks on this thing. We're going to put up here and see that I believe it's a rear wheel drive vehicle. And it is. As you can see, the smoke's only coming out of the rear there. It is a rear-wheel drive vehicle. Again, this thing does not maneuver very well at all. I have to make a multi-point turn just to get up here. It does fishtail quite a bit, which also does not help with the handling. We'll start with acceleration and look at how fast we can get it to go. Acceleration is not that great. The wheels were breaking loose there. But either way, it doesn't get off to a good start. If you're racing it in the utility class, it might do pretty well. I still believe that the custom Phantom would outperform it. See, I can't even get around the corners here very well. Its top speed isn't that bad for a utility vehicle, but again, like I said, the handling is just not there at all. Let's take a look. Let's see if we can tow something with it. Find a good parked car somewhere. Here's one. And of course, we're going to put it into load mode. Come on now. We're going to put it into load mode here. Drag the back. That's actually the closest I've ever got something to going onto it. Wow. It won't go on all the way, so we're just going to oddly break the window. Drive this bad boy up here. Actually hanging. So the vehicle's kind of up there, I guess. And as you can see, it's already rolling off. See how far we can drive before she falls. Yeah, it's not. I mean, this is the best it's done so far, but you can see it's already. Yeah, I mean, it's bouncing all over the place. That's not staying. It's not going to happen. Watch out for this guy in the jet. So, obviously, the vehicle is not going to stay on the back of the Slamtruck. So, let's see if we can find us a good motorcycle. Probably not going to find it around here. I do know that with the motorcycles, to try to jump on this thing, you've got to kind of wheelie a little bit. And then, obviously, the truck has to be angled. And you can jump with it. But like I said, you got to wheelie or you're just going to crash into the back of the cab. Or if you don't pop a wheelie getting up onto it, you're going to crash on the back of it. So, overall, it's a nice looking vehicle, but it's not practical. It doesn't perform. You can't tow anything with it, and it's really sketchy when you try to jump on it. So, worth $1.31 million? I personally say no. This vehicle is useless. It is worth nothing other than it looks cool. So, if you're a vehicle guy, I would buy it, but I wouldn't prioritize it. But if you're looking to only buy something useful or you're low on money, guys, don't waste your money on this piece of crap. It is absolutely useless. So, I would not waste my money on it. As a matter of fact, even if you're just collecting, I really wouldn't, because there's other spots, other vehicles that could fill that spot that are much better than this one. So, till next time, guys. See you on the flip side.